Following question reads that a positively charged particle of negligible mass. So this is the positively charged particle, and remember it's having a negligible mass, has a constant velocity v in a vacuum. It then enters a uniform electric field between two parallel plates as shown. So there's a positive plate and there's a negative plate. And a short time later, the particle is at the position shown. So the particle is getting attracted to the negative plate. It's being dragged downwards. So the particle has started. If you look at the particle's position over here, you would notice that it's moving towards the negative plate. So if I sketch the particle's path, it's going to be something like this. It's traveling and it's eventually going to move towards the negative plate. There's going to be attraction towards the negative plate. So this is where the particle is after a short time later. It then the question then reads that which diagram represents the force or forces acting on the particle. So let's go back and let's figure out. Remember to ignore the path of the particle. Just remember the force that must be acting on the particle. So there's going to be just one force that would be acting on the particle, and that would be that there's going to be an electric field which would move from the positive plate to the negative plate. It's going to drag the positive charge downwards. So the force that would be acting is because it has negligible mass. So we are ignoring gravitational force. So the only force that would be acting would be the electric force created because of the electric field. So that's the only force that I can see or observe that is acting on the particle. So that's acting in the downward direction. So if we go and have a look at the options, then the correct option of the force that would be acting on the particle would be, it's going to be option D.